tip number 280 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. Some states, state of California has a 3-day right to cancel the contract. Your state might not have it. If you do have it, make sure that you give it to them. It's a form that you need to attach to your contract, or you need to at least have it there so that they are aware of it. And this actually gives them 3 working days to cancel the contract. How does it work? If you sign a contract on Tuesday, then they would have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you don't hear from them by Saturday, or the end of Friday, then you're good to go on the project. However, if you sign a contract on Friday, Saturday and Sunday do not count. You would have to wait Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to get to know for sure that they're not going to cancel the contract. If I was doing a big job or a bigger job, I wouldn't start the contract. I mean, I wouldn't start the job. I wouldn't do anything, and I would make the people aware of it. And then they would say, hey, is there any way we can get around this? And I would say, you know what, realistically, no, for me. I really did want them to have 3 days to think about the project. Now, most people know, hey, I want to re-roof my house. They get some estimates. When they sign the contract, they're ready to go on the job. That's fine. This is how most business works. And as a contractor, you're not going to have problems with somebody saying, hey, I just signed a contract and I want out of it. Well, but it does happen. So that's the whole thing. You got to be prepared for, and that's why the law is there. This doesn't just apply to contractors. It applies to other things also. I'm pretty sure it's the same for buying a car. So I don't know if it's the same for buying a house. I would imagine it would be. The reason why they put this in is to give people who are impulsive, people who just want to do something, a chance to think about what they just did. Or you might have a high pressure salesman come in there and they talk to a few of their friends and they say, no, don't do that. So it really is. It's protecting the consumer as well as the contractor. A lot of times people think, hey, how's that protecting the contractor? Well, realistically, if you're working for someone who does not want you there, does not have the money to pay you, or isn't really happy with what happened, this isn't going to be a good working relationship, and you know it as a contractor. I have been there before. This is during the process. You're remodeling a bathroom, and someone comes up. The client comes up and says, hey, I don't have the last $2,000. Really? Why did you sign the con? This is a problem you don't want to have happen. But again, you're going to have to deal with this if it does happen. But if you sign the contract, you wait the 3 days, at least you've let this particular problem, you've given it enough time to settle in their minds. And for those who aren't quite sure, they're going to back out of the contract. You're fine. You're done. You go on your way. Maybe in the future they'll do they'll build whatever they were going to build or make the repairs. But it is not a good thing. Even if your state does not have that, wouldn't be a bad idea just to tell the people, hey, you know what? You signed the contract. But put a little clause in there. You have 3 days to think about it, and you get out of it. And I understand there's a lot of contractors who would never want to do that because they need the work. But at the same time, you've got to be aware as a contractor that people are impulsive, and they will buy something. They will sign a contract because it makes them feel good at that particular moment. The next day it doesn't make them feel good. They start to regret and create a lot of stress in their life. And if you want to hold them to this contract, hey, again, it's not going to be a pleasant working relationship.